From comedians who walked straight into controversy and came out even stronger, to those who took cancel culture, lit it on fire, and roasted it right back at the world,
I don't care anymore.
these are the comics you just can't cancel, no matter how hard people try. Let's start with the most unstoppable name in comedy, Dave Chappelle. Every time someone tries to cancel him, he doesn't disappear. He just sells out even more shows. At one performance, he straight up told the audience he wasn't changing his jokes for anyone.
And read to the media a transcript of a sex tape. Have you ever heard of such thing? This nigga read the sex tape. And it was so bad that R. Kelly sounded guilty in the transcripts.
People online went after him for days, but Dave walked back on stage like none of it mattered. He had this calm confidence. To him, cancel culture was just another heckler, and he'd already won. Dave walked off stage the same way he always does, completely unfazed, completely in control, and absolutely undefeated. If Dave Chappelle is unshakable, then Ricky Gervais is on a whole different level. This man is basically built out of pure I don't care attitude.
You'll be pleased to know this is the last time I'm hosting these awards, so I don't care anymore. I'm joking, I never did. NBC clearly don't care either, 5th time.
Ricky roasted the room so hard you could almost feel the tension through the screen. You could literally see faces tightening and eyes darting around like, please don't say my name.
It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, 2 Popes. Shut up. I don't care.
The more people groaned, the bigger his smile got. Every gasp just pushed him to go even harder. And when he finally ended the night with,
Our next presenter starred in Netflix's Bird Box, a movie where people survive by acting like they don't see a thing. Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein. You did it. I didn't. You did it. Shut the up.
you could tell he meant it. That's what makes him uncancelable. You can't cancel someone who refuses to play by your rules. Ricky Gervais doesn't fight backlash. He ignores it, and somehow that makes him even stronger. If Ricky handles controversy with a smirk, Bill Burr handles it like a guy who's already had a rough day and isn't scared of making it worse. Bill doesn't tiptoe around sensitive subjects. He charges straight at them.
It's what makes human beings hilarious. I'm one of the biggest hypocrites you're ever gonna fucking meet in your life. And I love hypocrites. I love weird rules. Like, one of my favorite things about the West Coast is on the 5 freeway, you have that commuter lane.
When people online come after him, he makes fun of the idea that he should even care. During one show, half the room groaned at one of his jokes. Most comedians would pull back. Bill didn't. He just shrugged, smirked, and followed it up with an even darker joke.
Recently, I have depression issues. I couldn't believe it. I always hate when people, I'm depressed. Shut up, you see, just get up and plow through it. Like the rest, I got clinical depression, I couldn't get off the ground. I had no empathy.
The audience basically had 2 choices, laugh or walk out. And most of them stayed because deep down they knew exactly what they signed up for. Say what you want about Joe Rogan, but when the internet tried to cancel him, something surprising happened. Nothing really changed.
I was also talking about how there's not another word like it in the entire English language, because it's a word where only one group of people is allowed to use it, and they can use it in so many different ways. Like, if a white person says that word, it's racist and toxic.
But instead of disappearing or hiding, Rogan addressed what he needed to, apologized where it made sense, and kept doing his show like usual. There was no meltdown, no dramatic comeback speech, just another episode the next day. And the result was exactly the opposite of what culture expected. His audience didn't shrink, it grew. His guests didn't run away. Bigger names showed up. The controversy didn't shut him down, it boosted him.
The worst is if you're jerking off with a hat on, bro. You're going to hell, I think.
Fedora.
Yeah, that's the worst, bro. That's the most French thing you can do.
Rogan didn't survive because he's flawless or because everyone agreed with him. He survived because his fans stick with him based on their own views, not because of what Twitter tells them to think. Katt Williams treats cancel culture like it's nothing more than a small annoyance. He's not loud about it. He's not dramatic about it. He just keeps doing his thing.
That's how it is in the world. There are words that we can use for a while. And when we use them for a while until somebody says that ain't a good word, we should stop saying that.
Correct.
That don't make people feel good, and we stop saying the word.
He just calmly explained that if a joke only works because it's offensive, then maybe it wasn't a strong joke to begin with.
There are things that you can say to get your point that don't have to hurt people.
Right.
But you would know that if what you did was construct the English language for a living.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny part is that even with that mindset, he still performs some of the sharpest, hardest-hitting comedy out there. He doesn't soften his style. He just makes sure the joke stands on its own. And that's why people respect him so much. Katt doesn't fight cancel culture, and he doesn't fear it. He moves around with ease.
Best strategy would be to kick you in the foot.
Step on my foot.
Step on your fucking foot.
Oh, man.
You might go down.
I would beg. I f*** your dick. I would please.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, step on my thing. Don't step on my feet, you stupid.
Norm Macdonald was basically cancel-proof before cancel culture was even a thing. Whenever someone tried to corner him or push him into apologizing, Norm didn't argue or get defensive. He'd just raise an eyebrow, deliver a random punchline, and completely derail the moment. People would go into interviews expecting to trap him, but Norm had a way of slipping out of every serious situation like it was nothing. He made controversy feel small simply by refusing to take it seriously. He never fought against outrage, never launched a comeback speech, never tried to explain himself. He just stayed quiet, weird, clever, and impossible to pin down. And because of that, cancel culture couldn't even figure out what to do with him. Louis C.K. is probably the most complicated example on this list because he didn't just face backlash. He faced the full force of cancel culture. His shows were canceled, his projects were pulled, and he disappeared from the spotlight almost overnight.
Well,
but Louis slowly started rebuilding from the ground up. He went back to tiny comedy clubs, small crowds, and absolutely no cameras. Just him, a microphone, and new jokes.
my favorite sex position. My favorite sexual position is reverse cowgirl, but I'm on top.
And surprisingly, people started showing up again. Not because they forgot what happened, but because Louis is one of the sharpest comedy writers of his generation, and the quality of his work never disappeared. Louis C.K. didn't avoid cancellation. He lived through it, restarted everything, and found an audience willing to listen again. These comedians prove one thing. You can't cancel someone who refuses to give you power. The jokes land, the crowds react, the outrage comes and goes, but they keep performing, keep laughing, and keep winning. Want more uncancelable moments? Hit subscribe and get ready to see these legends take on the world, one joke at a time.